welcome to the ReEvolve Media Revolution podcast, where we interview hip-hop artists from across Canada and discover how these artists have not only evolved their craft, but allowed the music to change them as well. My name is Jordan Lewis. This interview features Kid Killit. Life is such a wild journey of twists and turns that we can never truly expect where we will be in any amount of time, really. Things can change overnight, drastically even over a few weeks, or we can expect and hope for change only to be left in the same circumstance for years. Life is unpredictable, the future is uncertain, and that can be scary. But I would like to draw attention to where you are now and everything that has happened up until this point. Forget the unknown future as we talk about the concrete past. How if you carefully trace back your steps, everything in a way seems meant to be. Now I know this is a matter of perspective, but entertain me for a moment because it is often right when we feel that everything is falling apart, an immense amount of things are actually coming together. The gravity of the statements alone are likely to cause confusion, but very key and specific things had to happen for you to be exactly where you are right now. Some things may be hard to understand or difficult to accept. Hell, some things may even seem completely unrelated, and we can't think of any logical reason for their occurrence. But so is the limit of the human brain and the human experience. A puzzle that keeps adding more pieces whether or not you've picked up the previous ones. Maybe life isn't meant to be pondered as a whole, and the future isn't meant to be directed or controlled. Maybe the best thing we can do then is experience it. Honestly and eagerly. This artist interviewed in today's episode, his musical journey began in various metal bands, and now he fuses the genres of hip-hop and metal into his own unique brand. Here we have Kid Killit. What is up, everybody? I'm here with Pete. He goes by Kid Killit. How you doing, Kid Killit?
What up? What up? Thanks for having me.
What up? Of course, man. Glad to have you on the show. So I've got it written down here that you were born in England, raised in Medicine Hat, and you recently moved to Red Deer. That is alone like a very unique trail, and it's kind of similar to your journey bending and fusing metal and hip hop. But we'll get there. From England to Medicine Hat, let's talk about that. When did that transition happen? Probably when you were mad young.
Yeah, it was pretty much when I was like 2 years old. I was in England for a bit and then just moved right to Medicine Hat. I was pretty much raised in Medicine Hat and Brooks my whole life. And then, I just recently decided to try a new journey elsewhere. It was Red Deer for a bit, and then that ended pretty quick. Now I'm in Lethbridge.
Oh, no way.
Now I'm in Lethbridge with a homie doing my shit. So
where are you at? In Lethbridge?
I'm in Lethbridge now, all comfortable and doing my shit, yeah.
That's wild, dude. What happened in Red Deer?
Just some things came up. Fucking, it wasn't for sure. Lethbridge was the spot that I wanted to go to in the beginning anyways, so it all worked out anyways.
Fair, okay. Well, just a question. I know you said you were very young. You were 2 years old when you originally moved, but do you have any memories of England?
No, man, nothing. I haven't been back or nothing. I wish I had the accent and everything. I can fake it and stuff, but
yeah,
that's about it.
No doubt. Did you guys keep a lot of your heritage when you moved over, or did you kind of become fully Canadian?
Pretty much fully Canadian, yeah.
What does that even mean? Is it a big difference?
Well, I don't even know, because honestly, like I said, I tried to renew my driver's license and it was expired, and I didn't even have my original birth certificate from England, right? So I had to get a reissued one, and I brought that in, and
yeah,
they're trying to say that I'm not a Canadian citizen because that wasn't the legit birth certificate. Yeah, it's all a fucking big mess and shit right now, but I'm just an illegal alien right now.
Yeah, apparently that's crazy, man. And so is anyone helping you sort that out? Like any family?
Well, I'm still trying to get a hold of it. Yeah, it's just all this COVID shit. It's a fucking headache, you know?
Oh, no doubt, dude. No doubt. Well, let's talk a bit more about your artistry and your music. I see you're all over social media, Facebook, IG, TikTok, YouTube. You're pretty consistent.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to keep it going.
And even your website's pretty crazy, fully featured, man. Tell me about your website, though. Who set you up with that, or how'd you get hooked up with that?
It's a buddy of mine that I met through in Brooks and stuff, and then we just continued being friends and stuff, and he took it himself just to do it. I'm not, like, we're just buddies and stuff. He was like, hey, man, fucking, I got a lot of like he believes in me, right? So he just wanted to do it and stuff. So he's helping me out on that end because I don't know any of that shit. Because like I said, technology and me, we have battles every time.
No doubt. So, but otherwise on social media, it's all you.
Social media is all me, yeah, but the website he takes care of all that stuff.
Dope. Okay, so prior to being involved in hip hop, you were in a few metal bands, right?
That's where it first started. Yeah, I was like, it all started when I was like 28 years old. Just me and some buddies just got together, just started jamming in a basement. That was in Brooks, and then we moved to Medicine Hat, got together. My first band was Sinister Fiend, just a couple.
How long ago was that?
That was probably about 8 years ago.
Oh, damn.
We played a
Almost
couple
Asian
shows,
times right now.
played like Calgary and Edmonton and stuff. And then yeah,
Oh, no way. That's crazy.
those guys had some kids and stuff and did their family thing. And then this other band picked me up, Morbidly Depraved. I rocked with them for about 2 to 3 years. And then, yeah, they just changed up and then jumped into another band, Nuclear Oath. And we were together about 3 years. So, yeah, I've been doing the metal for about 7 to 8 years.
That's crazy, man. And so metal was your original like love then?
Yeah.
That's wild, dude. And so what inspired the transition to hip hop?
Well, I've always listened to hip hop and stuff, but meeting my homie Braden, aka Toki, he's the homie and shit. So he's always at the metal shows and stuff, right? So I met him in like the mosh pits and shit, hanging out, and
Okay.
he loved it because he's more like the metalhead punk rocker guy himself, right? So we connected pretty good and shit, and yeah, fucking hit it off. He got a big ass show opportunity, and he's like, "Yo, man, I need a hype man and shit." So we talked and shit, and we were doing some bedroom jams for like 2 weeks, and bam, we hit the big stage. Opened up for Nelly at the Canolta Center in Medicine Hat.
No way, dude.
Like
That's
like
huge.
shake your tail feather, Nelly. Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
So shout out to Toki for that one. Fuck yeah.
Bro, what was that like? And when was this roughly?
Oh, that was about
2017,
yeah, it was about
2018, I'm guessing.
17, 18.
That's
Can't
crazy,
remember.
man.
But that was
Yeah,
like
so what's it like your dude, your first touch on the stage being in front of such a massive audience? That's crazy.
No, that was the biggest show I played yet, even with metal bands or hip hop.
Oh yeah, I can't say first touch on the stage because you have history like that, but that's still crazy with hip hop.
But yeah, no, I was comfortable. That's why he came to me, because I had like the stage presence and I could like get the crowd going and shit. You know what I mean? Because you need that that kind of shit.
That's dope, man. And so by the end of the night, was it a wild success?
Well, it was fucking killer. Yeah, we had a good time.
Man, that's dope. And then in 2018, you started releasing your own music, or I'm sure you had music released before that through your metal bands, but your own personal brand, Kid Killit, in 2018. Is that right?
Yeah, my first original Kid Killit song was, I think it was like October 17th, 2018.
That's crazy, man. And what inspired you to release this track? Just being kind of set up with your boys?
Well, yeah, just sharing the stage with Toki and stuff, and just getting into the hip hop and getting into that feeling and vibe again, right? Because with the metal and stuff, I was still like spitting fast and stuff too, right? So I know I could like do that. Like I'm still not a wicked fast spitter and stuff, but I know what I'm doing. Right? I know like the timing and all that stuff, you know. So
for sure, and that's something that I never knew, just because I never was really exposed to a lot of metal as I grew up. It was mostly like hip hop, R&B, whatever was on the radio. I didn't know of that. Metal had like a lyrical quality that hip hop does until I saw your recent post on TikTok where you were doing a duo and you had the lyrics plastered there, and I was like, holy shit, I could get into this for sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I just had no idea. Is that a thing with metal on average?
What's that?
Like just having like a lyrical quality instead of like having like kind of like storytelling, because I'm not familiar with it at all, and I thought hip hop was that kind of genre. You know what I mean?
Oh, just everyone has their different genres, right? Everyone can make their shit up, or fucking it's all storytelling or real shit. Most of my shit's all original and it's all real. So, but yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what the genre is. I guess anyone can tell a story in their genre. Yeah. Okay. Dope. So your first release, Through the Darkness, you even put out a music video with it with Octave Studios.
Yeah.
Tell me about this track, man. Is this track about what you'd gone through in the past, or what you were going through at the time, or like just a constant note to self?
Yeah, it's pretty much what I was going
through the darkness.
It's pretty much what I was going through at the time, and just all the struggles, just losing the loved one and stuff, and just shit like that, right? It's just all. Music is my therapy, so it helps me just to write it down and release it out. If others can relate to it, then that's awesome, and if not, it's still therapy for myself, so it works for me, right?
Gotcha. So you still find inspiration in the lyrics?
Yeah, bro.
That's awesome, dude, because I can see it myself as well. There's a lot of passion in this song. Like even in the music video, the way it's done, you can see the heart in it.
Yeah, a lot of the hip hop rapper guys, they're more bar writers and stuff. I'm just learning to like fucking write bars myself, honestly. Like I'm more of like a storyteller and just getting my emotions and all that real shit out, you know.
For sure, for sure. And then your next release comes up in 2019. Was it Rough Ride or was it Untouchable with Toki? That's your next release.
Which one? Oh, Rough Ride, yeah. That
Oh no,
was
it's Rough Ride is your second. Yeah.
Rough Ride, yeah. That was a rough recording too, because I just took it all on my own and did everything. I did the production, I did the recordings, I did everything. I just like fuck it.
What made you want to do that?
I just wanted to get music out and just keep going, you know. I don't know.
You wanted to create and you wanted to express.
And I didn't have the funds to go elsewhere at the time, and then, yeah, I just want to just express my shit. And then look back on it now, it's actually not. It doesn't sound too bad, but the quality's quite kind of shitty and shit. But the message is pretty. It's still there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. The message is there, and then also, I don't know. I find it when you put out music like that, it's stamped in history, and it's a solid reference point for where you were at the time as well in terms of the quality.
Yeah, exactly. Lots would go back and delete that shit because they're like, "Oh, this sounds like garbage." But no, I like going back and listening to it, and it's like listening to your growth and shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then even with just like your first song, like you can still find inspiration through that because, like you said, you just talk real shit.
Yeah, facts.
Things that are like relevant to you. Yeah, yeah. That's dope, man. And then you've got a decent amount of singles released in 2019, as well as a project. No, your project's released in 2020. You've got a decent amount of singles released in 2019. You're starting to blend your genres of is it just kind of like metal and hip hop that you're trying to blend here, or what are the genres that you kind of like seek
I'm just trying to
combine?
just do it all. Really, I'm not. There's no really genre I have. It is mainly metal and like hip hop and stuff, but I'm starting to sing and stuff and work on my voice too. Right? I'm not trying to label myself with just one genre. I'm just trying
For
to
sure.
just do what feels right.
I think it's really cool because you get to see how you're playing with it as the music goes on and how you are transitioning from just doing metal into going into hip hop and then how the two relate.
Yeah, exactly.
Because yeah, Snakebite has that more kind of metally feel to it, and then you've got Ricochet,
Yeah.
and you're vibing these tracks, man. And I just want to push what it seems like your message is, and I know that you're making these tracks about what you're going through, and it's like real shit, but it's just like pushing the ideas of self belief, man. It's a concrete theme that I can see in your music.
You fucking nailed it on the head, bro. That's exactly it.
And is that intentional, or do you kind of find that looking back now that you're like, holy shit, that's what it is?
Kind of a little bit of both kind of thing. I wasn't focusing on it at the time and stuff, but I was just focusing on what I wanted to get out at the time. But looking back on it, yeah, it all does come together as you're saying like that, for sure.
Yeah, it's an important message, man. It's really important. And then you kind of like build a story with it through your singles, or at least from what I can see, because then your next single, and correct me if I'm ever wrong in the order of these, but Unmask. We're going from your self belief theme into now you elaborate on kind of why it's important to believe in yourself because the world is fucked if you do or don't. Right?
Yeah,
you say this world is evil. It's a bloody disgrace. Wipe away your tears and get back in the race.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's a wicked line.
Dude, it is a wicked line. So in a sense, I'm seeing it with this line that unmask means you're like taking the mask off the world.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Taking the mask off and then revealing your real self, not just like fucking putting on a mask and just being the fake image that you're trying to portray, kind of thing, you know.
For sure. And how that's not only a struggle for like the individual or the self at the point in time, but it's literally a global catastrophe.
Yeah.
And then you've got a lighter track titled Let's Smoke, which is a bit of a vibe.
Yeah, just
a little bit chiller.
Smoking track for the
Smoking
smokers.
track, yeah. And then back onto the theming, you've got your track called Suffocating, which you did another music video for, another real hip hop
That's
style
another like
music video,
real life one, because you're suffocating with all the lies and all the bullshit you're getting from just people and friends and just, you know.
Exactly. And it's really cool because yeah, like we're saying, you're talking about real stuff. We're talking about stuff you're actually going through. You're not trying to make it seem like you're not like creating an illusion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like in this track, you flex your genre bending skills. You've got screaming in the hook and bars for the rest of the lyrics. How do you come into writing for that, or do you kind of just like write and then choose what you're screaming and what you're
just
spitting?
whatever comes to me. It's just natural now. It's honestly,
it's like a second nature.
It is.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And even when it comes to like switching styles, it's kind of the same thing. It's just something you do, eh?
Mm-hmm. It's just whatever I feel with the beat and the tempo and stuff. And obviously, I like to be different and fucking just stand out a little bit. That's what I'm trying to do, right? That's what you got to do these days.
Yeah, of course. And it's cool because it does stamp a little bit the place or where you were in your mind at that like place and time. And then a couple tracks later, you released a track called Closure.
Mm-hmm.
Does this signify some huge transition period in your life?
Well, it's like trying to close a relationship that you didn't really get the closure from. So you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna write my own shit about it and close it out myself, kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Kind of a song directed to a specific event then.
Yeah, person, yeah.
Oh, that's wild, dude. And was the message received?
It was, yeah. But it still didn't happen, I guess, on their end. But yeah.
Closure doesn't fucking happen, eh?
Right.
Yeah. Well, one of the lines that I guess, because it's like almost an internal closure too. You say, how can you know someone if you don't know yourself? And you drive that point hard.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I think that's important, man, because if you don't know, or like even to put it further, if you don't love yourself, how could you put that on anybody else?
Yeah, buddy.
That's wild.
That's awesome. You're picking up these lyrics that I'm trying to get out. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. Well, the way that you put it out there, it's in an artistic way, but it's very clear what your intentions are, man. It's really, really clear. You've got a really unique style to yourself, which I find, I don't know, there's a hate-love thing these days for people who are unique, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You either fit in the cookie cutter and go along doing what the rest of the people are doing, and people still receive hate on that end, or you kind of branch out and do something different. And it's cool because you do get love from certain individuals, but it's 100% against the grain, right?
Yeah, that's to say you gotta find your own fucking lane and shit. It's hard though, but it's starting to get there. But yeah, like you said, fucking there's a lot of people quick to judge on it because they're not used to hearing it, or they don't want to hear it, or they're just like I said, they're not used to hearing it, so they're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I don't want it to be for everybody and shit. You know what I mean? It's if everyone loves it, that's dope and shit. But that's not going to happen. That doesn't happen with anyone. Everyone's music's not loved by everybody.
And I think that's an important point to drive home, is you're not looking to please everybody. There's certain people you don't want to enjoy your music. Mm-hmm. Coming into 2020 here, you've got I don't know when you released this track. I caught it on your YouTube actually, but in relation to your Delusional Dreams project, your track titled Kill Myself, I wanted to elaborate on that.
Oh shit, yeah. That was
It's an interesting track, man. It's a really touchy subject.
Yeah.
It's one way to escape the hood, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And it is a touchy subject, and that's why I wanted to get it out there, because a lot of people don't have the balls to fucking say it. And it's not that they don't have the balls and stuff, or they don't want to. I'm just saying it because to let them know, like, it's okay to feel this way. Just don't fucking do it. Obviously, it's killing. It's pretty much a song about me killing my old self, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I didn't portray that in the song and shit, which I probably should have, but that's pretty much what it's about. It's killing your old self and starting out with a new one, if that makes sense.
Interesting. I get it. So it's essentially killing that side of yourself that has that hopelessness.
Yeah.
That's interesting, dude.
Being stuck with all that depression for so long and shit, it's just like, fuck it, just start over kind of thing. It's like a reset, I don't know.
So you're killing off a part of yourself, or you're completely just removing your personality from those aspects, right? What gets left behind?
Well, yeah, removing that and like all the thoughts and memories and all that other shit too, right? So it's like you're killing things that you don't want to fucking... You're killing things that you don't want to kill you, kind of thing, you know? If that makes sense.
I see. So like parts of the history that you don't even want to resonate with, you don't want to have being part of your character.
Yeah. Facts.
How the fuck do you do that, bro?
Just gotta push through, bro.
Just keep on pushing.
Just keep on pushing.
That's what it is. Anyways, bro, we're gonna take that quick break I told you about, and we'll get right back to it.
All right, homie.
All right, sounds good, dog.
We're gonna listen to a track by Kid Killit. This one is titled Underdogs. Enjoy.
Better stop running, unleash protect our road. Coming to savage and beast, you wanna step in my grease. Your role killed to me, another dead in the seat. That is it, there's really nothing left to testify. Whose balls are bigger now when no one there to hear you cry? Claiming you're a pitbull, just a poodle in the sky. Picking on the underdogs to the shop for festa anytime. We ain't breaking chains cause we are not the same. Yo, chewing balls, you like to play games. You ain't the biggest or the baddest or the beast in the cage. The underdogs, we here to feast, I'll sit back as we rage. You better start running, unleash, yeah we coming. Hungry, now we hunting. Chew you up and spit you up, the underdogs will sniff you up. You better start running, unleash, yeah we coming. Hungry, now we hunting. Chew you up and spit you up, the underdogs will sniff you up. Reaching from the inside, slowly creeping round, I'm gonna strike and bite the face off all you fucks. I'm taking track of all this time. You can run and I will sniff you out and peace of mind. Deeper don't trail the blood and weave a bows behind. Breaking trace, out of range, my fire attack today. Piling to the streets, only I am the victim back spray. We the predators, heading up back the blue. That is the outcast, the pigs, last up, pay your pleasure. But fuck that, I know what it's time to take back. Sick of chasing out you weak fucks, listen to your bucket, yeah. We out the cage, ain't the same, don't need off my plane. Walk the zone, don't even roam, yeah, this is my space. Set his head in up front and you act as so frightened. Underdogs ripped apart the flash, ain't no surviving. Got together with the yelling at the moonlight. We continue down pursuits with blood through the night. You better start running, unleash, yeah we coming. Hungry, now we hunting. Chew you up and spit you up, the underdogs will sniff you up. You better start running, unleash, yeah we coming. Hungry, now we hunting. Chew you up and spit you up, the underdogs will sniff you up.
What is up, everybody? I'm back with Kid Killit.
Yeah.
Bro, how you feeling?
Not bad, bro. How you doing?
Yo. I'm doing well. Before we let off, we were touching on the touchy subject of suicide. We were talking about essentially letting go of yourself that held on to the issues and the problems and the shit you don't want to be reminded of, or the struggles. And I actually missed this track, but you have one called Struggle where you talk about your certain and specific struggles. I was just wondering if you wanted to elaborate on any of that. I know it's like part of that your side of yourself that you've left behind, but it's important to remember, right?
Yeah, no, that song Struggle, it's I myself haven't struggled with addiction, thankfully, but there's been a lot of my friends and homies and just even some family kind of members that I know that have gone through that kind of shit. And that's pretty much what that track's about, is just the everyday struggle of addiction and homelessness that's been going on. And it's been getting worse and worse lately and stuff. It's scary. And all we can do is try and be there for them, you know?
Okay, gotcha. So it's not necessarily directly about yourself.
No, it's not about myself. It's
about what you're seeing.
But like I said, friends and family and loved ones and shit, you know? So it does have a huge impact on me. For
sure. That's crazy, man. That can definitely put some weight on the mental. That's wild. And then I guess that is a good segue into your project that you released in 2020. Is it your only project that you've released? It's a 5-track, Delusional Dreams.
In 2020?
Just like the only like EP or mixtape type.
It is, yeah. I actually got one coming out beginning of 2021. Don't tell anybody though. Just kidding.
We'll keep it a secret. But yeah, let's talk Delusional Dreams, because I feel like it's a perfect segue from what you were just talking about seeing other people's struggles and like the bullshit that it is. Your first track on Delusional Dreams is called Possessed Minds, where you talk about the truth being hidden by the demon father and how we're all hypnotized. And isn't that kind of what that struggle is related to?
Yeah, exactly. You get caught up with it, and then you just keep going and going, and you just can't get out of it. It's like you are possessed, and you just you know?
And you feel like the person, but like you said it in the lyrics, like a person behind the mind, just kind of watching.
Mm-hmm.
That's a trip, man. And then you've got the next track titled Wake Up. I like it because this is a pretty solid project where you go through more or less a storyline, because Possessed Minds to Wake Up with your boys Toki and Keats Weber. And I think you did well by putting your boys on this track, because everybody sounded sick.
Okay, no, that was awesome. I wish I could have got Dougie on that one, but we tried, but it just wasn't able to happen. But yeah, fucking Yeah, I didn't even think of it like that. Possess minds and wake them up the way you just said it. But yeah, that's a dope track too for sure. Shout out to the boys.
Who did the production on that one?
Theron Johnson did the production on the whole EP, so shout out to him too.
That's dope. How'd you link up with Theron?
Through the metal scene. He plays in a couple metal bands and he's an artist himself. So
That's crazy. So in a sense, did you get your boys on this track? Just because I felt like they fit with it so well.
Yeah.
I know you're saying Toki has a history in metal as well.
Yeah, Toki, he's so versatile and stuff too. So me and him, we work well together. That's why, because he's just so versatile and we click on anything.
Oh, and so you're saying you didn't see the parallel before between Possessed Minds and Wake 'Em Up. What was your intentions with Delusional Dreams? Like, what was the scope or the theme of the project?
I really didn't have one, honestly. I just wanted to do like a metal and a fucking hip hop kind of EP kind of thing. But it is all like an awakening at the end kind of thing and stuff. Because the title track on there, the title track, Delusional Dreams,
is the final track, yeah.
Is the one. That one's pretty awesome, I think. But the same with Paint a Picture. That one's got a wicked message in the hook too there.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What were your so I would say think Delusional Dreams, since it is the title track. Why'd you pick this one as the title track actually?
Delusional Dreams?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know. I just picked it because it just went good with the title and stuff, and it just all comes together in the end, right? Because you have your possessed minds, and then wake them up. It's just all like a dream, right? So
yeah,
I just brought it all together, kind of like that.
For sure, I think it flow. Like even the titles themselves flow as kind of somewhat of a story. Possessed minds, wake them up, to be human, painted picture, delusional dreams. Even in the order, it sounds like a concrete project, which is dope. And then you go on to you release a whole bunch of singles this year. Are you? Well, maybe not a whole bunch, but a decent amount again. How did COVID kind of like change your game plan here?
Well, I took advantage of it, honestly. I just, because I don't know, like I said, I've just been sitting in my room, just writing, just trying to beat the depression and stuff. And that helped with it. Kind of doesn't help with it either too, though, because you're sitting in your room all the time and stuff. But I just took advantage of it and kept going,
For sure. So the music is one of the main things that pulls you out of that depressive head zone.
Oh yeah, music saved my life. I can say that.
Saved your life. Was it at some point through your music that it saved your life, or was it before even getting involved with music?
Probably midway between, because I was into the music and then just some shit happened and I was like, fuck it, and yeah, I just got let shit get the best of me, and yeah, I spent a couple, well, not a couple, but I spent like a month in the mental hospital and shit, and that was kind of like an eye-opener for myself. So that's where I kind of started doing some more writing again, just to help keep my mind busy and just stay focused and shit. And then once I got out of there, that's when I started kicking it more in the ass, I guess. And then here we are now.
When was that roughly?
I was around like when was that? I was just March. I don't know.
March earlier this year.
And COVID started in April and shit. So yeah, it kind of like, not going to say it worked out for the fucking best of it, but it worked out for me, I guess I could say. And
it lined up in a weird way.
There's a positive in that for it.
For sure. It's really interesting to me, especially because that's a very recent thing. And then a lot of your music lately has more of like a positive tone to it.
Yeah.
Like a more optimistic and more hopeful. We've got Deep Sleep, Wounded World, which are still kind of back in that same mindset. Try and Break Me, where you're coming out of it. And then Where's the One, where you're actually like, I feel like your next 3 tracks here, Where's the One, Underdogs, and No Feedback, are all about just like being on your grind, being on your hunt, and just like head focused and kind of throwing that depression in the background.
Yeah, that's
all
just
that
it.
Shit in the past.
That's just it, because I was just stuck in a negative mindset for the longest time, and that's all I was writing about was negative shit, and but it still helped me get my mind clear and shit, writing about the negative shit, I guess.
So it still was like an important part in your history, like it had to be done.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know people are like, oh, fucking don't write about that shit, you won't feel that way, but it just helps me get my mind straight and back on track kind of thing,
Yeah, and that's interesting. And so how do you combat when people say stuff like that? Or do you just kind of brush it off to the side, or do you argue with them, or do you just do it anyways?
I just do it anyways because there's no point in arguing. Everyone and anyone has a fucking opinion these days, and it is what it is. That they can have their opinion. That's cool.
They're gonna feel
And
the way they feel no matter what.
that's just it, man. Fucking. And if I say something, there's gonna always be something said back. So I just say, well, whatever. That's the way you feel. That's
That's the
cool.
word.
Thanks for listening, anyways, or whatever, you know.
And so I want to
Kill-
talk about these more like optimistic,
Gotta kill.
looking forward tracks.
Mhm.
What's up, sorry?
I was just gonna say, you gotta kill them with kindness.
Got to kill them with kindness. That's exactly it. And don't step on their toes the way they're trying to step on yours.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about those more optimistic tracks because it is kind of like a huge transition from your previous music where you're kind of pointing out the bleakness and writing about the depression. But now you're writing. Let's talk about the track "Where's the One." It's a dope track, man. You really sound like you're in your element and your practice in both genres is coming through and sounding nice. Like, do you know what I mean there?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you feel that way with this track?
Yeah. No, that's a wicked track for sure. This one's pretty much just about finding like, and it doesn't have to be like even a relationship or anything, just even like a friend. Like, where's the one you can trust again? Where's the one you can love again? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, where's the real people? Like, where are they? Fucking, you know.
And so, is it trying to inspire people to find that within themselves, or is
Yeah.
it like a literal search?
Well, it could go either way, right? Either way, I guess. I don't know.
It really depends on what you're taking from the track yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's the beauty of when you're just writing about what's real and you don't have any intention for the track is it starts to take its own form depending on whoever's listening to it.
Because not everyone can take everything out of any song. Maybe like a little lyric or something, and that's all it takes, right? And that's awesome if someone can take a little lyric out of any song and run with it, or if they can relate to it. That's all it's about to me.
For sure. Agreed. And then so in your next track, well, even for "Where's the One," you did another music video with it. What are your thoughts behind the visuals that you do?
That was a cool video for sure. That was taken in Medicine Hat and stuff. I just wanted to get outside and take a video, show the city. Really, yeah. There was that like the making stories for videos. That's hard. That's something I'm working on and stuff. So that's definitely something I'm going to be working on for 2021. More of like a storyline to the videos. You know what I mean?
For sure. But you like the type of content that you're doing already, right?
Oh yeah, I like that shit for sure.
And then your track "Underdogs," really symbolizing that. And so you guys are stabilized in your crew with Subtle Records, right? Like you guys are homies, right?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Is this what Underdogs is about, or is it just kind of like
No, Underdogs is pretty much it's a song for the ones that were like picked last in high school, bullied on, fucking always teased, all that shit, right? Told that you're no good for nothing, you can't do shit. So it's like, fuck off. We're gonna step up and show you what we can do, kind of thing. Put your foot in your mouth, and that's kind of what that song's about.
Yeah, it's a huge contrast to what the music you're putting out before because it's like, yeah, like I said, now the boys are on the hunt and the confidence is clear.
Yeah,
and don't get in the way.
And it's like not like it's not an ego track at all because fuck, there's still lots of growth and learning on my end. It's just me saying like fuck, everyone's worth it and shit, right? It's not just because you guys are better than this person doesn't mean they're fucking worthless, kind of thing, right?
Exactly. Don't count them out. That's dope. And then your most recent release on November 14th, No Feedback. It's about people talking shit. The haters, which is a sign of success, but in the same lane as mosquitoes, bloodsuckers.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How do you deal with the haters? Or have you seen how has it changed since your beginning in music, dealing with negative feedback to how you deal with it now?
Well, honestly, in the beginning of it, I was keyboard warrior. Fuck it, I was reacting and shit. Fucking, you know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Everyone's gonna react, right? And it's like that doesn't solve any fucking anything, right? So now it's just like, whatever, you guys can talk your shit, do what you want. I'm just gonna keep doing me, whatever.
So same thing. You just blow it off, and it doesn't even matter to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it because like for every like shitty comment, there's like a better comment?
Oh yeah, it's just pretty much a jealousy thing, and I feed off of it, kind of thing, right? It's like fuel to my fire. Fucking, you guys want to keep hating? That just puts more ink in the pen.
Dude, I think that's super important to note, as well as it is 100% a jealousy thing. Like, what drives someone to not only dislike something, but to voice their opinion about it, like to voice their negative opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's fear, man. That's
Big time.
jealousy, big time. And that's your most recent track. What do we have coming up next from you in the short term? You got any releases coming out like tomorrow, or
No,
what are
no,
we seeing here?
like I secretly said there a bit ago. Fucking, I got a EP dropping there 2021. I'm just gonna try and get it out.
Okay, that's the next drop.
Early here. I'm sitting on 2 songs right now. I'm waiting on 2 more from the studio, and then just gotta record 1 more.
Okay, so you're gonna do a 5-track EP early 2021.
Yeah. I got 2 solos, or no, 3. Yeah, 2 solos coming. A feature with Toki, a feature with Dougie. And I'm stoked to announce this feature, fucking confidential.
Oh, damn, dope.
Yeah, man, he came to me. I was like, fuck, sick.
That's absolutely wild, dude.
That is wild.
Where'd he link with you?
Just through Facebook. He just seen me grinding and shit, and he likes my sound. He's like, yo, fucking, let's work. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
That's literally how the conversation went down?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Not like that, but a little bit.
More or less. That's crazy, man. That's big news. And so is this this EP, this project as a whole, going with that same theme of like just that confidence and stepping away from that the dark elements of acknowledging like how shitty everything was before?
Oh yeah, this one's gonna be good. It's more of like there's a track on there. It's called Remember Them Old Days kind of thing. Just fucking me and Toki like reminiscing about the old days, like fucking. Like how come you don't see how come you don't see people playing fucking street hockey in the streets no more? Why can't you go to fucking rent a video game before you fucking buy it new kind of thing? You know what I mean? Just shit like that. Remember those days?
For sure, man.
Yeah, man. And then I got like another different one. Fucking, it's called Surviving. It's probably my best track so far, I think. So I'm pretty stoked on that one.
Oh, man. Looking forward to it. I was going to say, one of the things that stands out to me for your brand, or that I noticed recently, is that your merchandise.
Oh, yeah, my merch. I love being the colors and shit. Fuck yeah.
Dude, not a lot of artists have merchandise like to the extent that you do. You've even got masks coming.
Yeah. Like I said, my buddy Ian fucking puts it all together, and he helps me out, and whatever he can get, he puts on the website. Like, yeah, we got masks on there. We got fucking clocks, shoes. There's some tights for the ladies.
Damn, dude, that's absolutely crazy. Do you have any insight into how he's setting this up, or do you just let him handle all of it?
I pretty much just let him handle all of it. I trust him and stuff.
That's wild, dude. You're lucky to have someone like that, because I feel like merchandise is one of the best ways to make money, obviously. But I feel like it's key for artists to have as part of their arsenal these days. It's a great way for marketing. It's a great way for your fans to support you.
Yeah, no, I feel blessed to have them for sure. And yeah, it is nice to have. It's kind of hard to keep it going and stuff, but the merch is there always and shit. So whenever you need it, you can just hit up the website and order it up.
For sure.
I'm gonna try and start pushing it more in 2021 here.
Hell yeah, man. And so, is there any way you in particular you want to end this podcast? I wanted to talk about something that happened to you earlier this year, just out of my own personal curiosity, but it was with a surgery that you had.
Yeah, talk about it.
You had to postpone a surgery, and because of COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so what was it like having to have that happen? Was this something that you wanted to get done? I know we're saying it's a surgery. It wasn't a major surgery, but it's just to remove a cyst, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's just to remove a cyst from like beside my eye. It was just something mentally I wanted gone, right? Because I didn't like going out looking like that and shit. People say they couldn't see it and shit, but fucking I noticed it, right? And it's just like fucking with me mentally. You know what I mean?
Interesting. For how long?
Just wanted to get it going as soon as I could. I don't know, for like fucking 6 months to 8 months. Maybe.
Jesus. And so was that part of the reason why you ended up in a hospital for a month?
Oh no, that was my father passed away and shit. And then,
dude.
Yeah, it was kind of a rough time, so I wasn't dealing with it very well. So that happened.
Man. And then on top of that, having dude, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Oh, it's all good. This interview's got a lot of heavy shit in it, but it's good to open up and talk about it. So
for sure, I agree. And so were you pretty pressed on having to delay that surgery, or was it like a big deal to you, or was it just like it is what it is?
Oh no, it is what it is. Fucking, I had it for that long, so whatever, right?
Fair, but then when you got it done, you're like fucking thankful.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dope, dude.
I wasn't taking side selfies no more. I was taking a full picture of my face. You know what I mean?
Hey, for sure, man. Well, we are hitting that 20-minute mark. Is there anything that you want to say to anybody who's listening to kind of sign off?
No, man, I appreciate the interview and the platform you guys give us artists to fucking do this shit. And just want to tell everyone, keep pushing for it, keep practicing, and keep killing it, man. Fucking anything can happen. Take advantage of this COVID shit, because who knows how long this shit's going to last, right? Fucking stay positive and keep killing that shit.
Sure, bro. Thank you so much for joining me today, Kid Killit. I really appreciate the time.
Thanks, homie. I appreciate it too, eh?
Yeah, take care, brother.
Peace, bro.
And that was Kid Killit, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that interview. If you want to learn a little bit more about him and connect on his socials, head on down to www.reevolvemedia.com/Kid Killit. That's KIDKILLIT. And we're going to listen to another track by him. This one's titled No Feedback, and it features his boy Toki. Enjoy and take care.
Ame la ciencia. Hey, yo, Toki, let's talk to him. Yeah. Take that, run it back while you say that. Shut your mouth while you talk, no feedback. How real, what I'm spitting, yeah, that's facts. Try to break me down with your words, yeah, that's sad. Take that, run it back while you say that. Shut your mouth while you talk, no feedback. How real, what I'm spitting, yeah, that's facts. Try to break me down with your words, yeah, that's sad. Something good, something got stood, this recipe. Motivation's back, live to get the best of me. Never see it coming, yeah, that's the hard part. What's the stop, little buzz, grace the arch, yeah. Ain't cause I'm ready to finish, can relate to this. Coming out that I try to make a day for spits. Realize shit, no gangsta studio fish. Making that name from the past, I live, yeah. But don't like that, it always say something, keep sticking to nose it. Cause assumptions, no fucking kids, I wasn't hearing what you had to say. Keep picking, sticking, cause the lyrical bombs in place. Set it up, it's time to fucking blow this place down. Toki Kid Killit, spraying off unique sounds. We find off, trying to master on the crowd. Cause the stuff is on their mission, zoned in, target found, wow. Take that, run it back while you say that. Shut your mouth while you talk, no feedback. How real, what I'm spitting, yeah, that's facts. Try to break me down with your words, yeah, that's sad. Take that, run it back while you say that. Shut your mouth while you talk, no feedback. How real, what I'm spitting, yeah, that's facts. Try to break me down with your words, yeah, that's sad. Every time I drop a rhyme, they be like, who's that over there? Every single fucking line, they be like, how's that flow so clear? Ain't nobody stop this shine, Kid Killit, Toki, come prepared. Never gonna get mine, go ahead, bitch, try, but I just don't care. I'm about to blow like bombs in a war zone. Your flow make a yawn, bitch, I'm more dope. Core flow so strong, never forego bonds. Let the horde grow on when I torch foes. Never been a rapper that can do it like I do it. Every time I drop it, run into it like I do it. People always wanna talk about it, never do it. So it's mine, they can never cross the line when I drew it. They try to say I'm up in space when I rock it. Gotta bump it hard enough to heck, come out, they suck it. Brighter than a searchlight, never gonna stop it. More hard than the first bite of a pizza pocket. Never turn it down when I sing. Them kids don't come around to my kingdom, bitch. No busted out of this prism. Missed them, fucked around and this syndrome hits them. Take that, run it back while you say that. Shut your mouth while you talk, no feedback. How real, what I'm spitting, yeah, that's facts. Try to break me down with your words, yeah, that's sad. Take that, run it back while you say that. Shut your mouth while you talk, no feedback. How real, what I'm spitting, yeah, that's facts. Try to break me down with your words, yeah, that's sad. Take that, run it back while you say that. Shut your mouth while you talk, no feedback. How real, what I'm spitting, yeah, that's facts. Try to break me down with your words, yeah, that's sad. Take that, run it back while you say that. Shut your mouth while you talk, no feedback.